Hey friends, welcome to TechHarvesting. In today's video, let's have a look at deploying our website. If you don't know what deploying means, let's discuss that too in the video. But before we start, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos just like this. It encourages me to do more videos while subscribed. So, to get started, let's have a refresher of what we had been doing till now. So we had written a lot of code in this playlist all together with HTML, and let's have a quick run through of what all this does. So this is the HTML tag, and the HTML tag contains our whole website. All the tags which we keep are inside the HTML tag. Next, we have the head tag. The head tag is where we configure some settings for our website and also give it title. So there are a lot of things we can do in this head tag, but we have not discussed that yet because that's not part of this course or this playlist. So the next thing is the body tag, just after the head tag, and in the body tag we have what our website should contain. So for example, this H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6, which are the heading tags. So H1 is the biggest and H6 is the smallest. So these are some tags. We can actually have a preview in here. You can see I have opened it up with live server, as I've showed you. Right click and open with live server. So there. And then we have this paragraph tag. So the paragraph tag is just like normal text. Even if you take it out of this tag, it's going to render the same way, but you have some more benefits, like you can give classes and IDs, which are things we'll have a look later, probably in the CSS part. Then we have these anchor tags. So anchor tags are the tags that help us to give links to different websites. So for example, this is a href tag, href attribute of this anchor tag, which takes us to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. So this is the anchor tag. This is like a normal link, an HTTP link. The next one is also an HTTP link just to a website. And after that, we have this tel colon and the number. So this is just like a telephone number. You can just call or click on the link. So it's good if you're having some website and you want your customers to call you. You can just you can give the link in your website, and when somebody clicks there, it's gonna call from here. After that, we have this thing. So this is the mailing uh, anchor tag, so it helps us to mail to different people. So that's also an important part. You can just click in there and it launches your mail application, your default mail application. After that, we have this image tag. So the image tag is of course used to display images, and it's IMG and not IMAGE. It has a few attributes. So the source attribute, which tells where the image is, so it's in this Nacilias images slash Nacilias.jpeg. This alt, if you don't know what it does, actually, let's just mess up the name. So that's not how the file is. Now if you go back, you'll see the alt text displayed. So you can see this, that if the browser does not find the image, it's gonna display this alt text that we give as an attribute to our image tag. So if you go back and if you change that to the correct name and refresh, you can see that it's updated again. Next, I get the style, so that's just CSS. You don't have to do that if it doesn't do that, else it's just fine. Just makes it have like that. And we have not discussed about two main attributes like the height and the width. That's also something you could do to change the size of our image, but you could do that if you want. Next, we have H4. As we discussed, it's just the heading 4. Then we have this unordered list. So unordered lists are lists which are not meant to be in specific order. So you can have bullets and you could have these arrows. You can actually change it with CSS, which we'll have a look later. And so we have this LI, which stands for list items, so different items in the same list. Next, we have another H1, and then we have the form, which we covered in the last video. So in the form tag, we have a few inputs. So each input has different types. So this is the text type, which is just normal plain text. This is an email, so it just validates when we do that if it's an email or not. Next, we have this text area. Text area is just a tag which is like an input, which it can change its size. So it's very big. If you go back here, you can see we have the smaller dragging thing. We can make it big, how much big we want. So we can also change it with these attributes in here. If I go back, yeah, calls and rows, and it's required. These required attributes makes it required, so you cannot submit the form without giving the input. Then we have the button tag, which is just for submitting the form, and that was it. So we just had a summary of what we had discussed throughout this whole series, and we're now going to deploy it to this platform called Netlify. So Netlify is this platform which helps us to host our websites, and it's free also. So if you look in here, this URL, if you were to access this from another device which is not in the same Wi-Fi network or any network, so not a same network like this, or if you give the IP address here, you could access from another device in the same network, but it will not be possible from another device on a different networks, like from people outside your house. Maybe they have a different network, so that's not possible. So if you want this website, this whole website to be accessible throughout the world, you should deploy it somewhere. It means it's in the cloud and it's not on your computer. Of course, your files will remain in the computer, but there'll be copies of the same files in the cloud. So to get started, you can go ahead onto netlify.com and hit this sign up button, and it's actually free, so you can just go ahead and sign up. And once you have done, you can just go to app.netlify.com, which is like a dashboard where you can create your applications, your websites, and you can deploy them. So there are two ways. So first one is this new site from Git. You can connect to your GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket account, and then you can deploy it from there. But if you're not going to use Git for this video, since it's a bit too advanced, so you can do it from here this way. It's actually very simple. So what you should do is to right click here and reveal in File Explorer, and we have to go ahead and drag this folder onto Netlify. So I kept it in here so that you can see this. Just have it like that. So what you're gonna do from here, make sure you do not go here and select all these and drag. It's not gonna work. You're gonna go ahead back to where you do everything and drag this whole folder onto this place. You can see that it's written there too. Oops, small mistake. Yeah, so you can drag it there. It gets up over there and shows uploading and deploying your site. Set up a custom domain. You don't have to do that unless you want a custom domain. You can see that it's published. So this might take a few seconds to get published properly. It might take up to a minute or so. So just wait for it to finish. Right now, let's have a look if it's done. Yes, it's done. It's fast actually. Netlify is actually fast, so you can view the image and everything's loading. So this is the URL. You have different websites with different URLs, right? So this itself is having a URL. So this is the URL you can get. You can share this with your friends and with anyone you want, and they can also access this website from wherever they are, until they have a network connection. So this is now hosted on the cloud. All these files are there on Netlify. And for example, if we make some changes, for example, let's bring back that style, then what we should do is we should go ahead and deploy it again. So that's also actually easy. Just go ahead and deploy again. So that's it for this video. Just want to show you how you can deploy your website. So now it's live on the internet. Anyone with the URL can see it. And so that was actually it for the video. Hope you liked it. If you did, go ahead, like, share the video, and as I told in the beginning, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.